So hello gamers, there are a lot of guns in this game that a lot of people use that tend to be kind of toxic players. Nothing against the guns themselves. Let me know what you think about these picks in the comments below, but today I'm going to be going over the most toxic gun in every category. Now for assault rifle, we have the HK416. If you guys remember in a different video called Top 10 Tryhard Guns, I believe, I said the M16A3 was more tryhard than the HK416, and that still stands. However, the HK416 tends to be more toxic. Definitely of the assault rifles, it is the most toxic. No hate against the gun itself, it's actually like a decent gun. I have quite a few kills on it. I don't really use it that often anymore, but like it's a decent gun. But yeah, the players who use this will defend it with their life. Never insult the HK416 to an HK416 user, never. But now for battle rifle, we have the Beowulf ECR, but not this Beowulf ECR. We have the Beowulf ECR with the 5.56 conversion. All right, my internet just went out for a second. That was whack. Only for like 30 seconds, but it went out. 5.56 Beowulf is like, it is definitely super good. I've talked about it being very good in a video. Very nice. It's a very good gun. However, when you have a no recoil 30 round mag conversion for a gun that's normally a 10 round high recoil gun, of course it's going to end up having some tryhards because it's kind of like the C72 and M16A3. And like toxic players, they do not like recoil. They like their no recoil guns, you know? A player using this, if they see you using a normal Beowulf and you're not using 5.56, you're using the 50 Beowulf conversion or the normal ammo, they'll be like, why aren't you using 5.56? 5.56 is so broken. And yeah, 5.56 is really good, but like I can use the normal conversion. I prefer the normal one because the normal one is the Chad ammo type. You got that high recoil. You got that like actual skill. Also my internet is doing a bruh moment. What? Did my game just crash again? Popping off right now. It did shut off, but now I'm back. So for carbine, of course, you have the Honey Badger. Now the Honey Badger, well, it is a decent gun. It's another 30 round, kind of low recoil. It has a little bit of initial kick, but it's pretty low recoil overall. 30 round gun. Now you'll notice that a lot of the toxic guns are these guns. Most toxic players tend to use like the exact same guns. They don't really use a variety of guns at all. It's the same thing with tryhards. They'll use their 30 round, around 800 RPM gun. Very rarely a PDW, unless it's the MP5. Oh, I'm doing target switches. I am already going toxic mode. I'd say now maybe K1A223 is more tryhard than this, but this is probably more toxic. Players who use this are either a very high rank or a rank 40 who pre-bought it and will never tell you using this gun and pre-buying it was a bad decision. They will always tell you it is the best decision they've ever made. They'll be like, yeah, I use it all the time. They have like every attachment on it, which personally I do have like a lot of attachments on it. I don't have hollow point because I don't have that unlocked, but like I have a decent number of kills on this. Look at that, a rank 34 with a Honey Badger. Also, luckily he's using the vertical grip for no vertical recoil. Remember guys, use the vertical grip for reduced vertical recoil, even if you have the coyote sight, so you probably have like folding and maybe stubby. I would much rather use the folding. Oh, come on, dude, my internet is being bruh. Then we'll go to shotgun. For shotgun, of course, the AA-12. AA-12 users are the kind of people to say, oh man, I hate the AA-12. It's so annoying. And then when they use it, they're like, why are you getting mad at me for using it? It's super funny because they'll always hate on the AA-12 until they have it. And when they have it, they'll be like, why are people hating on me for using this gun? Usually people who use the AA-12 aren't really that good, so they don't get a ton of kills. If I get killed a couple times with it, I won't really care too much. Usually I don't really care what guns people are using, but like, you know, sometimes I do. It's rare though. I don't really get that angry over this game. But yeah, I mean, like, it is a pretty toxic gun. Of course, the most toxic shotgun. The Spaz 12 has kind of become that recently. I remember there was kind of a craze for the Spaz 12. Yeah, people become the biggest hypocrites when they use this. It's really funny. I have like maybe 200 kills on it. I don't really use the gun. It's not really one of my favorite guns. Even ironically, I don't really enjoy using it that much. I mean, oh my gosh, multi out of nowhere, holy. And a rank 11 with an AA-12, by the way. I think that's mine, though. But for PDWs, we have a few options, but I feel like the most used of these options is the PPSH. Now, don't get me wrong, I have a ton of PPSH kills. I don't really use it anymore. It's kind of like the Scar Hammer or the AUG H-Bar, where I got a ton of kills on it and then just never used it again. Because, I don't know, I don't really enjoy using it, but I mean, it is a decent gun. Basically, a better version of the Rama when you really think about it. Like, the Rama is just this gun that shoots slower. Has, like, the exact same capacity almost. Does, like, garbage damage. And honestly, with Alt-Aim, this thing is pretty easy to control. Like, the recoil is there, but it's not like super bad. What? I could have got the kill. Oh, look, another rank 33 Honey Badger. There's a lot of guns that always get pre-bought, but never the guns that should get pre-bought. Like, I could see pre-buying maybe the M231. There's a couple other ones. Come on, internet. Come on, buddy. All right, I'm back. Hopefully, I can actually finish this video today. I really just want to finish it, and I don't know how long I've actually been recording for because I had to restart the recording like 4 times, but we'll see what happens. You know, the Vector might be another choice, but I see the PPSH a lot, and I see it pre-bought a lot. It's the toxicity around a very popular necessarily pre-bought gun is usually the highest. Also, just remember that if you use this gun, I don't care, you can use it, it's fine. I do not mind if you use this gun. Some people might, but it's not a big deal to me. The most toxic LMG could be a lot of things. Before it was the M60, then maybe the MG3 KWS, but now it's between the RPK-12 and the HK-21, and I'm gonna say it's the HK-21. The thing about this is now it's basically better than the M60 in every way. It does more minimum damage, it does more maximum damage, it fires faster. I believe it has a faster reload time. The walk speed is probably about the same, but like the only difference is really the recoil. Oh nice, a pre-bought MG3K. Most people hate the LMG, so it's really up to you guys, but I feel like the HK-21 in my opinion is probably the most toxic one. It's a thing where every time I talk about the gun, people are like, wait, no, give it a second chance, it's awesome. When I said it was an overrated gun, people were like, oh, well, you have to use the T-aim. And people said, why are you using folding grip? Which I understand, folding is not a very good grip for it. But then other people are like, no, you gotta use this setup. And half of the time, their setup included the folding grip. Now they said, don't use the folding grip, it sucks. But they also said, use the folding grip, it's the best setup. Now I'm not 100% sure how I'm supposed to use the folding grip, but also not use the folding grip because it sucks, but it's also the best setup. So yeah, please do not give me your HK-21 setups. I don't really want to use this gun. But yeah, you could also say MG3 KWS. We'll just pull this out for 1 second. Also, if you're wondering why I have the irons on it now, it's because for a video I did the top 10 iron sights, and this gun has pretty good irons. Can I get 1 kill with this? Okay, I got 1 kill. For most toxic sniper, you gotta go with the M107. People who use this, they're pretty toxic. Also, people who hate this, they think it's toxic. They're like really toxic around it, because that's what this is about. Not only that the users of the gun are toxic, but that the people around the gun who see the gun always say, oh, it's a toxic gun, don't use the gun. If you want to let people know what you think about a gun, do it. Like, there's no reason to not do that. Also, limb hit, really. This gun won't always one-shot, but it will usually one-shot. Got me messed up sincerely, dude. If I had to give it to one DMR for being toxic, DMRs aren't usually toxic, and the people who use the SL8 tend to not be very toxic, but people are very toxic about the gun. They're like, oh, it's just a G36 but bad. Maybe the VSS might be a better pick, but it really just depends. It's really hard to find a DMR that's actually toxic. The DMRs tend to not be used by toxic players or really anybody. It's sad because a lot of the DMRs are very good, but you know how it be sometimes. Sometimes people just don't want to use certain guns, I guess. I'm just kind of biased towards DMRs because I've always liked DMRs in other video games. But getting on to secondaries, first off, we have the Desert Eagle Mark XIX for pistols. The deagle isn't super hated, but man, the players who use this is the staple of tryhard guns. Of course, I use this gun because why wouldn't I use it? I have every gun and I just really like it. I would 100% say it's broken and it's my most kill secondary, but I would be completely fine if they nerfed this gun. Same with the Executioner. I feel like they're just a little bit too strong for their own good. I'm not saying remove the torso kill, I'm just saying shorten it. And screw it, we're gonna immediately just go to the Executioner. I've been recording for a while, so I could probably just end the video here, but of course we have to do 2 more secondaries after this. The other category in the machine pistol category, if you've watched this far, comment what the machine pistol and the other would be. Just make a guess, because I feel like a lot of people will guess correctly. I'm not a big fan of Executioner. I don't even have like any attachments on it at all. I just don't prefer using it. It's not really better than the Deagle for me. In some ways, yes, it is better than the Desert Eagle XIX, but I don't like how it sounds. I don't really like revolvers that much. I'd prefer using a Desert Eagle. This has, I think, a slower reload, a smaller capacity, and less RPM, and probably more recoil, or at least a slower recovery time, which just makes it not as fun, and the recoil is just weird. For the most toxic machine pistol, I'm gonna have to give it to the Tech 9. It's not even the best one. I feel like the 93R and the Scorpion beat it. Still very good, but like, ooh, kind of a mag dumpy gun. Get out of here, dude. Literally 1 mag for 1 kill every single time. Oh, come on, dude. One of those guns, man. One of those guns where you're like, I don't know, dude. You just shoot an entire mag every time you get a kill. It's really hard to not dump an entire mag into a guy. If you can kill a guy without dumping an entire mag and you get that tactical reload, then you're just going to do better. But good luck, because a lot of the time it's not going to happen. But the thing about it is that it shoots really fast, so people get angry about it. It's also just such a well-known machine pistol, and people tend to pre-buy it. I believe I pre-bought it. Yeah, I did. Even though I didn't really use it at all when I pre-bought it. But yeah, I ended up getting like a ton of kills on it, like 1,000, 2-3 years after I actually bought it. It's a fun machine pistol though, like, don't get me wrong. And finally, for other, we have the SFG 50. People who use this are probably fans of the BFG, but want to get a second BFG for their secondary slot. Now, I really like this gun. I think it's fun to use, but people do hate on it, and the people who use it are usually toxic. But I have like 1,000 kills on it because I really like just, you know, doing this with it. I genuinely think I hit the most shots on this sniper over any other sniper in the game. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, gamers. This one's gonna be really annoying to edit, but you know how it be, man. I will see you guys in the next one, though. Peace.